what is this called?
Well, this is the sac, and so if you want to call it a placenta, you can, but it's not really a placenta, and then it's not connected to the mother organism, right? But this is what will feed and nourish the offspring until it's ready to be born. So there should just be a whole bunch of protein and carbs in here. Not a whole lot of anything else. There we go. So a whole bunch of nutrients.
It just looks solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it like... It is solid. Ugh. Okay. Alright, and you said these are...
It's the liver.
That's not, so there's one on each side?
Yeah. So,
why such a big liver? Because they eat so much junk?
because they eat just about anything.
To filter out all the toxins, I guess?
Yeah. Here are the gonads, right? The ovaries are right up here.
Okay.
So those are the ovaries. Right, and you can feel the eggs in there. Let's see what it has.
Okay.
And
And so this is
the stomach.
stomach, and then that is
Duodenum, intestine.
Okay.
Yeah. Pancreas. Right.
This is the
The
pancreas here?
gray thing, yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. There should be some crabs, shrimp in here. Let's see if we can find it.
And in the stomach here, I can hold that up.
Scissors make far better dissecting tools than the scalpel's just there to get things going. Oh, look, there's a fish in there. Look at that. Let me get on this side so better.
Is this all vascular? Is this all that is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That hadn't been in there very long.
Nope, it hadn't. It's almost as big as, it's bigger than the babies.
Yeah, that's a heck of a meal.
These are all the rouge and surface
The
area.
rugaes and all
Yeah. So you say it much cooler than I do. The increase in surface area to volume.
So you can tell
right?
Morris I did learn something.
Yeah, you want to flip it over and see the
Yeah.
brain?
We're going brain. I'm going to come back over there.
I just exposed the brain. I didn't expose the optic lobe. Or,
Oh, cool.
but this is all the brain tissue right there.
Itty bitty. So when you compare to our brain, I mean, is it the same with the frontal and the...
Well, you have front, mid, and back, but sharks only have 10 cranial nerves.
Okay.
But the one cool thing about the shark and the cranial nerves is they line up. So the first cranial nerve is...
So you're going to go from the head to the back, so it's
Yeah.
going to be... Oh, okay. So you've got their sense of smell and then...
Right.
Okay, and then an optic.
And as you move back.
They don't really have hearing, though, do they?
Well, kind of, in the sense that they have this lateral line.
Uh-huh.
So this line right here, you can see it a little better back here.
Yeah.
So inside...
So that's the actual nerve?
no, this isn't the nerve. So this is a little groove,
Uh-huh.
and you can kind of feel the groove, right?
Yeah, okay.
And inside that groove is a little hole, and water will go in there.
Okay.
And water, then inside there you have the macula and the kinococcia. And you should recognize those from the inside of the human
Eyes,
ear.
yeah, or the
right?
ears, yeah.
Right? And so when it hits those hairs,
Macular degeneration.
Yeah.
I went with that.
so that's kind of how they hear, in a sense. And this is kind of where...
The vibration and stuff.
Yeah, as water moves through there, it knocks down those hairs, just like hearing.
So we've got a little bit of lipid fat there. Subcutaneous fat. Spinal. Do they have any kind of...
It's cartilage. The only bone they have is the jaw.
Okay.
So that's
So what kind of shark is this?
dogfish.
A dogfish shark. So where would you find these?
All over, usually towards the bottom of deep ocean, feeding off crustaceans and things like that. But this one was farm raised.
So how big in the wild would a shark like this get?
That's about full grown, maybe a little bit bigger.
So it's never going to
So
eat.
3 foot is about kind of top.
It's never going to eat anything bigger than.
Yeah.
Say that right there.
And if you feel their teeth, right, so open up the mouth, and if you run along here and feel the teeth, you'll notice they're not sharp, they're rough.
Oh, yeah.
Right, durophagus.
Kind of
Durahard.
Cartilagey feeling.
Yeah, and so that's there
Yeah.
to break apart the shell of crabs and things like that. It's not sharp to really catch and eat
So
fish.
what is this that looks like a tonsil?
Is that the heart?
I don't know.
Well, let's flip it over. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the heart.
Yeah.
So their hearts come in their mouth, which is weird.
Well, their gonads are right next to their heart, right? That's kind of weird. Right. And down here you have a rectal gland. Right. That right there is the rectal gland, and that's what they use to get rid of salts and things like that.
Right. So bladder ureters.
No, they have kidneys, but
So where are those?
oh, this one got messed up. I couldn't find them on her. I think they're underneath here, but they got, because she was pregnant, they got all messed up, because normally it's right back underneath here.
So
But-
what is?
Yeah, so normally the kidneys run along here, but this,
Those are the ureters. There.
yeah, it's not a kidney.
So what is this?
So those are the gonads.
Oh, those are gonads. Okay.
Those are her ovaries.
You can see it a little better from this angle.
Yeah. So in the male, the testes would be there.
Right. Cool. Alright, anything else cool we need to know?
There's all sorts of cool things about a shark. So, for example, the skin, when you look at it under a microscope, you see that it's made of teeth.
Right, it's got the enamel.
Right. So the fusiform shape of the body, right, helps for long distance swimming. The heterocircle tail. So there's all sorts of really cool things about sharks.
So is it true with all sharks that if you flip them upside down that it calms them?
It doesn't calm them per se, but it freaks their brain out.
So it's like a neurostimulus kind of thing?
Because, well, it's a stimulus they're not used to. So if you look really close right there, let me get a pen. Right here, you see that hole?
Mm-hmm.
I pulled out of there the semicircular canal.
Okay.
Okay, so I reached in there and grabbed it. So
That's what those framings are for?
yeah, and so the semicircular canal lets it know where it is in space, just like ours do, but they only have 2, they don't have 3. So when you flip it upside down, the brain can't process the proprioception.
Okay.
And so that's why they calm down and you can get the hook out and then flip it back over, right?
So they have this outer, like, eyelid thing going on. I don't know what it's called.
I don't remember either off the top of my head.
I'm amazed at how sandpapery. It's that enamel.
Yeah, it's the teeth. So, and this right here is the spiracle. So it can bring in water to pass over the gills if it's just sitting on the bottom, right? Because if you're on the bottom, you don't want to bring up sand.
Right.
Right.
So it'll bring water in through here, bring it
Yes.
down,
And this,
and then it goes through here.
yeah, and this is the start of the eustachian tube, 400 million years ago.
Says you. We won't argue about that today.
Okay. Says evidence.
Says you.
If you find me evidence that disregards that, I'm all ears.
Alright, we aren't going to argue about that today. So, when you go to a restaurant and they say they eat shark, I mean, there's no meat on this shark.
I would not eat shark
That would be gross.
because some sharks, not all obviously, will urinate through their skin.
Right. So,
I don't want to eat that.
that's obviously come perforated through those tissues and perfused all in there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross. Cool. I'll shut this off.